In the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, German opposition leader Friedrich Merz has stated that Israel's recent airstrike on a Gaza hospital did not target journalists despite widespread international concern. Merz has also emphasized the need for Israel to ensure the viability of a future Palestinian state, warning that its actions should not make this impossible. Meanwhile, Qatar, acting as a mediator, has called on Israel to take responsibility and respond to a proposed truce. Let's listen into what both leaders have said.
Die massiven Angriffe der israelischen Armee gegen die Stadt Gaza haben Folgen, die wir in den letzten Stunden gesehen haben. Ich glaube im Augenblick nicht, dass das ein gezielter Angriff gegen Journalisten war. Aber die israelische Armee und die israelische Regierung, sie haben beide zugesagt, eine umfassende Untersuchung dieses Vorgangs jetzt auszulösen, und ich möchte dieses Ergebnis abwarten, bevor ich dazu ein abschließendes Urteil abgebe.
But I will say very clearly that there is no engagement, meaning that we are still waiting for an answer. And the statements that we are hearing right now do not fill us with confidence that if there was engagement, that engagement would be positive and towards finding a solution. We have to say it very clearly. The responsibility now lies on the Israeli side to respond to an offer that is on the table. Anything else is political posturing by the Israeli side.
Now for this discussion, we are joined by retired Major General Dr. Rajan Kochhar. He's a senior strategic and defense expert, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Major General Doctor, for joining us today. Welcome to NewsX World. How do statements like Friedrich Merz's, which defend Israel's action, on the other hand, while acknowledging the importance of a future Palestinian state, what do you think about this? How does it influence diplomatic efforts, according to you?
Thank you, Asuma. I mean, the situation in Gaza and West Bank suggests that we are very far off right now from a two-state solution. If you remember, there were earlier attempts made to talk about this sort of arrangement, and even in the United Nations, 147 countries out of 193 countries recognize the state of Palestine. And when we also heard that in the month of September, we are going to have 6 more countries recognize the state of Palestine, in which France, Germany, New Zealand, Australia were among the prominent ones. Now, if we take a look at what kind of actions Israel is taking, and when the United Nations has also declared conditions of famine in Gaza, and that implies, as per the United Nations protocol for famine, a nationwide famine, it means that more than 20% of the population is malnourished, and they are not having their food, water, and everything on a daily basis. So that implies that if there are 20 lakh people in Gaza, you have almost 2 lakhs and above population who are suffering. So when we take this into account, and when we also see that no action is being taken with regard to ceasefire, we have heard that Steve Witkoff had initiated the dialogue, and Cairo they were meeting, and Egypt and Qatar were actively pursuing this line. Hamas was also trying to come to terms with the ceasefire, but I don't think Netanyahu has that in his mind. So considering that situation, that we do not foresee any semblance of a two-state solution. And also, I'll like to draw your attention to a recent approval of the Israeli government, where 22 Jewish settlements have been announced or approved in West Bank. So that implies that Israel is continuing with its policy of settling its people in these areas which are Palestinian dominated. And in future, as we are seeing for ourselves, this attack on Nasser Hospital and a number of earlier attacks also on hospital, which is against the international human right laws. So that also gives us a realization that Netanyahu is not concerned about any international agreements. International Court of Justice, International Criminal Court, all these things are secondary to him. And the bottom line here is that the support he is getting from the United States. It is very, very clear that though the United States has condemned this particular action of Israel, and Israel is carrying out some independent inquiry, which we all know that how independent it is and how difficult it is to prove whether it is a forensic evidence also will not be able to
Yes.
give you a conclusion whether it was a mistake or it was intentional.
Yes.
So I think, in my considered opinion, I don't think we are heading towards any kind of a two-state solution to this problem.
Yes. Retired Major General Dr. Kochhar, please stay with us and thank you for sharing that insight. Now we stay in this topic. Palestinian youth have